Again, match fixing and spot fixing and corruption raising its early head. I mean, its ugly head rather. And the Indian women's team player reporting a contact from the bookie, the Tamil Nadu Premier League, once again coming under the scanner. 7 or 8 players, according to multiple media reports, had complained to Ajit Singh. Have we really gone into the depths of this issue yet? I think not. Was the issue brought to light earlier? If the issue was brought to light, what action was taken? What action was taken by the TNCA? For the first time, they have sent out a media release yesterday evening. Where is the Ajit Singh report? Will the report be put out in the public domain? The BCCI will have also a lot of answering to do, because ultimately, I mean, everybody has a zero tolerance policy, and this is one ugly head that can have an impact on cricket leagues around the world. Because if we don't deal with this, and it's been going on for a long time, this is a terminal problem that might damage our game big time. Women's cricket, with the women's game being telecast now, becoming a moneyed property, more and more approaches will happen. I mean, this is something I can tell you, with the use of mobile phone and it is now on digital platform and technology and telecast. Every bookie, every person who is corrupt will now want to target the women's game, because it is considered a soft target, and the BCCI and the ICC will have to take cognizance of the matter. You have to ask this question. I mean, why is the women's game being targeted now? The women's game has been going on for the last 20 years. So why is it that it is important now, and why is it that players are being approached now? The answer lies in the very simple fact that the women's game is now becoming a commercial proposition, a successful commercial proposition, which is backed by the broadcaster, backed by the association. Women cricketers are becoming stars. Every panel that you see now will have 2 former women cricketers as commentators. Every women's game is getting telecast, whether it's the women's Big Bash, the women's T20 in England, the international fixtures. So all of a sudden, there is a lot of focus on the women's game, and the World Cup coming up. They are considered soft targets because the money amounts we are talking about is still not huge as per the central contracts. So if you offer them money, you think that some women can fall for the bait. I mean, this is a big problem for world cricket. I mean, how do you counter lure? How do you counter greed? How do you counter corruption? And how do you deal with this problem? I mean, you've got to understand. You've got to understand. You've got to understand how to deal with this women's corruption problem going forward. And I think the issue is you have to take women's cricket much more seriously and become much more vigilant, because for me this will only grow in the years to come unless dealt with an iron hand.